Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today we have some great news to go over. Battlefield 6 is blowing up like crazy. Activision, of course, is freaking out. Black Ops 7 is looking worse and worse. The freaking former vice president of Microsoft is calling out Activision. We have so much to cover, so let's just go ahead and jump right on into it. First things first, the Battlefield 6 open beta. Holy hell, guys, this game has been so enjoyable. It's pretty much everything I hoped it would be, and the community seems to be sharing that same reaction. There are some things here and there. It is a beta, of course, but they have 2 months to take in all that feedback from the beta and incorporate it into the full launch of the game. The important part, however, is the core of the game, the bones, the foundation. Like, is it good? Is it fun? Did it live up to the hype? Well, yeah, I'd certainly say it has. The core foundation of Battlefield is incredible, and it's continuing to blow up to levels that we have never seen before. What if I told you guys that Battlefield 6 has already broken Call of Duty's player count record? That would be pretty insane, right? Well, it's true, and thanks to BobNetworkUK, we have some more information when it comes to that. So as of right now, as I'm recording this video, there are a whopping 469,380 people playing Battlefield 6 on Steam alone. Just Steam, keep in mind. That's not even counting the EA app on PC or even Xbox or PlayStation, to which I would imagine console has much more people playing. I don't think it's unfair to say that at this very moment in time, millions of people are playing Battlefield 6, and it's only in the beta stage, but I want you guys to take note of that all-time peak right there. 517,853 players, man. Over 500,000 people. And that's a record that they just keep on breaking. Every day it seems to go higher. And do you guys want to know the all-time peak for COD? Well, it's 488,897. And mind you, that was over 3 years ago. They haven't even come close to that in recent years. And to be fair, part of that is people playing on Battle.net or the Microsoft PC app, but the point still remains. Battlefield has broken Call of Duty's old record, and like I mentioned earlier, BobNetworkUK, who's the guy that we've covered a ton here on the channel, decided to give us a bit more insight into exactly how badly Battlefield is beating Call of Duty right now. So Bob does start off his tweet by making a good point and saying that lots of people are playing the beta because it's free, and that does not necessarily mean that these people are going to purchase the full game in October. But he does also point out how the Call of Duty betas, also free, have been doing over the past couple of years. Modern Warfare 2 peaked at 168,000 players. Modern Warfare 3 peaked at 186,000 players. Black Ops 6 fell down to 157,000 players, and both of the last two games included the full COD HQ numbers as well, meaning those beta numbers were actually inflated by the COD HQ, which is freaking insane, and Battlefield is out here doubling Call of Duty's numbers, but it's okay, guys, don't worry. Activision says that they're too big to fail. Some people will still try to make the argument that Steam doesn't matter. It's only the biggest PC gaming platform on the entire internet. It doesn't matter. Real players play on Battle.net because everybody knows how much Call of Duty fans love to have Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, and Hearthstone all on the same application. Like, everybody knows that, right? But let's not forget here, ladies and gentlemen, that Battlefield 6 is also running on the EA app as well, which pulls together all of the EA games on PC. You can't make the argument that Battle.net skews Call of Duty's numbers when Battlefield has the EA app skewing their numbers. The reality of the situation is Battlefield is blowing up like crazy. It's more than doubling Call of Duty's numbers, and hell, last night at 5 in the morning, during a low point obviously, Battlefield still had 120,000 more players than what the Black Ops 6 beta peaked at. They almost doubled the Black Ops 6 beta peak at 5 o'clock in the morning, dude, and I think that definitely goes to show that Battlefield is listening to what fans want, and Activision, well, Activision keeps doing the stupidest shit imaginable, so let's go ahead and take a look at that next. So if you guys haven't heard, with the Season 5 update for Black Ops 6, an update that nobody is playing, by the way, I literally don't know anybody who has even booted up the game's multiplayer recently, but with that update, they also ended up changing the game files. In the game files, data miners have found pre-order bonuses for Black Ops 7 and the different editions of the game, and we were so freaking right, man. We were so right about what they plan to do with Black Ops 7. That game is going to be one giant cash grab. That game is going to take the crazy skins and the stupid content from Black Ops 6 and turn them up to infinity, because here are the skins that you get for the Vault Edition of Black Ops 7. Pardon my French here, guys, but what in the actual fuck are we looking at here? This looks like some sort of like Rick and Morty Warhammer 40k level of Apex Legends fuckery that was made by some high school student on their tablet. I mean, seriously, what are we looking at here? We have a red version of Reaper on the right-hand side there, holding a Hyperion sniper rifle from Borderlands 2. Next to him, we have some sort of one-legged steampunk version of the Ted robot with a wormhole in his chest. Then we have Harper, I think that is, wearing armor that looks like it was made out of old toasters. And then next to him, we have that chick from the trailer wearing hologram armor that looks like it's made out of glass. I feel like I should know her name, but they have butchered the Black Ops universe and story so much that I don't even care to Google it, because whatever they do to the story just further kills the Black Ops narrative more and more. As far as I'm concerned, the Black Ops universe ended with Black Ops 2 in terms of storytelling, and I'm not even going to give the new campaign the time of day. Even though I have Game Pass, I wouldn't even have to pay to do it. Like, it's free, and I'm still turning it down. I don't want to even try to play it. We then move on to the Vault Edition weapons that have been leaked, and you guys already know what I'm gonna say. This isn't even Call of Duty anymore, man. This is Fortnite's creepy uncle. They make so much money from microtransactions and the shop that it's become the entire focal point of the game. Time was, they would make games because that's what they did. They were a games studio, right? They would make games that were good, fans would buy the games, and then the studio would make money, and then they were incentivized to keep making games and keep making them better because people would keep buying them, right? If the games stopped being good, people would stop buying, and then the studio would make less money. Nowadays, however, they found a way around that. The initial money that they make from the sale of the game is pretty much negligible at this point, like 60 bucks for a game, 70 bucks for a game, hell, 80 bucks for a game. That is nothing to these guys because they sell bundles and skins at $20 to $30 a pop. If somebody buys 2 bundles in the game, that pretty much makes up for an entire other person who did not buy the game whatsoever. You then throw in all the stupid shit like the $30 Black Cell battle passes and the paid rewards tracks. We literally have people out here spending north of $200 a year on Call of Duty cosmetics. It's like one whale can make up for 5 people not buying the game, and that is now their entire business model. They nickel and dime the remaining whales, the people who have been tricked and manipulated into being addicted to the series, and they have that make up for the people who are leaving the franchise. It's such an asinine way of going about things, man. Like, all they have to do is make the series good again, and they would be making twice as much money. Like, make a game like you used to, something like the golden era of COD, remove skill-based matchmaking, keep the cosmetics and bundles within the stratosphere here, and that's it. I mean, just look at Battlefield. There isn't a single goofy skin or unicorn fart or ninja turtle to be found, and they have millions upon millions of people playing the game at this very moment. Call of Duty is so freaking jealous of these numbers right now, it's gotta be insane, and COD in general has gotten to the point where it's almost unrecognizable to its earlier games, so much so that the former vice president of Microsoft, you know, the company that owns Call of Duty, is calling them out. So let's go ahead and take a look at that next. So here is Mike Cabrera. He's worn a lot of hats in his time, but he was the president of Blizzard at one point. You guys know Activision Blizzard. And before that, he worked at Microsoft for 20 years, even serving as the company's corporate vice president. As of last year, he's now the CEO of Prize Picks, but the important part is all the time he spent at Microsoft and Blizzard up until 2024. This guy was around for everything. He was on the inside, and the other day, he took to Twitter to say this: Battlefield will boot stomp Call of Duty this year, but the real win here is COD won't be lazy anymore, and we'll all get better FPS games for it. And that's so freaking crazy, man. Is that not what I've been saying this entire time? Like, the former vice president of Microsoft is saying the same shit I am, which really just goes to show the state of the COD franchise. But with Twitter being Twitter, Mike, of course, did get some backlash. Here we have this Trombita guy saying, back in 2016, Infinite Warfare was clowned on hard, and Battlefield 1 had major hype, and Call of Duty outsold it. Mike responded to that saying, Call of Duty has gone downhill for years since then. It's a mess, cheating, heavy UI and install, rainbow colors. People are sick of it, and luckily Battlefield will force them to change it. I think the exact same thing, man. With Battlefield blowing up right now, and if that momentum carries forward into the full launch of the game, Activision will 1000% have to change. It's really that simple. Now, whether that means, you know, them finally getting rid of skill-based matchmaking, whether they're getting rid of stupid collaborations and paid reward tracks, maybe making the bundles not so freaking expensive, maybe changing up the shop, or cutting the install size in half, something is going to have to change, and that's exactly what fans want. Going back to Trombia's point there, however, I see a lot of people saying that Infinite Warfare outsold Battlefield 1. There's no way Battlefield 6 is going to beat Black Ops 7. And you know what? If you guys want to cope that way, that's fine. But I think these people are absolutely forgetting that Activision literally pushed out Modern Warfare Remastered as a direct response to how much hype Battlefield 1 was getting. They knew Infinite Warfare couldn't beat Battlefield 1, so they bundled it. They forced Modern Warfare Remastered to be tied to Infinite Warfare just so they could win that year against Battlefield. That's what they did, but people tend to forget about that. They also tend to forget that 2016 was a freaking insane year for FPS, man. Within a couple of months, we got Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare Remastered, Battlefield 1, freaking Overwatch, Doom 2016, like all coming out around the same time. What do we have here in 2025? We got what? Black Ops 7? Then Battlefield 6? Like that's pretty much freaking it. These two games are going to be direct competitors, and right now anyway, Call of Duty is losing like crazy. Now what that means, nobody really knows. Maybe Activision will rush out Modern Warfare 2 Remastered and bundle that with Black Ops 7 just to have a chance at beating Battlefield 6. Maybe they're going to announce something in regards to skill-based matchmaking. Maybe they'll finally start listening to the community, because later this month they are revealing the Black Ops 7 multiplayer, and nobody, I repeat, nobody is excited for it. Like, do you guys even remember the date for the Black Ops 7 multiplayer reveal? It's coming this month. It's a couple weeks away. Do you guys know that date? I'm a COD YouTuber and I don't even remember. I could look it up, but that's the entire point I'm making. Nobody is excited about this and nobody is hyped for it. For the sake of this video, I did decide to look it up, and it turns out they're revealing the multiplayer on August 19th, exactly 2 days after the Battlefield 6 beta ends. Now, EA could do the funniest thing and just extend the beta so it's live during the Black Ops 7 reveal. That would be so funny and so freaking insane. But I also think that the entire COD reveal is going to be full of hate and full of backlash, and everybody's going to be spamming the chat with how much better Battlefield is. I guarantee you they're going to be moderating that chat and banning Battlefield and all sorts of things from the chat, because that's all they're going to see during the live reveal, and that's only going to further push Black Ops 7 down into irrelevancy. It truly is an unprecedented time for the Call of Duty franchise right now, and I don't know about you guys, but I've got my popcorn ready and I can't wait to watch all of this play out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I suppose that about does it for the news and for this video here today. I can only speak for myself, but I've been playing the Battlefield 6 beta for like 7 hours a day since it came out. Like, I can't stop playing the game. It truly harkens back to a simpler time when FPS games were meant to be fun, and they weren't just a front to get people to buy microtransactions. Like, there's no manipulation, there's no warping, there's no anything in this game. It's just good old-fashioned fun. And you can tell just by playing the game, man, like the love and the care that went into it, along with the fact that there is no skill-based matchmaking, and on top of that, they're not being any stupid skins. It really has me thinking that this will be the game that I play this year and potentially for years to come. It really is that good, and it's only going to get better with the full launch of the game and as they continue to work with the community and make adjustments. It's honestly sort of sad in a way, because this feeling I have right now, how I'm feeling about Battlefield 6, is how I used to feel about Call of Duty every year. I mean, think back, man, like going from a game like Black Ops 3 into Modern Warfare Remastered, into COD World War II, into Black Ops 4, that was an amazing time. For me personally, I had a blast with that. And then before that, of course, we had the Golden Era games. I don't even think I need to mention those. Like, those were so freaking good. Call of Duty just kept climbing higher and higher, getting better and better, and it was so much fun. And I think that's the reason why a lot of you are watching this video here today. You remember how good Call of Duty used to be. You wanted to go back to where it was, and it's at the point now where tons of COD fans would rather watch little old NerosCinema here make fun of Activision every day as compared to actually play the game for themselves. That's how bad the Call of Duty franchise has gotten, and thankfully, hopefully, fingers crossed, all of that changes now that Battlefield 6 is taking the world by storm. This game is everything I hoped it would be, and frankly, it's about 4 p.m. as I'm recording this video, and I wanted to finish this video so I can jump back on and play more Battlefield. Like, I normally upload my videos pretty late in the evening, but today I wanted to be a good little YouTuber and get to work and get my video up earlier so I can spend the rest of the night playing Battlefield, and I can't remember the last time I did that with Call of Duty. It's honestly pretty depressing when you look at it that way, but hey, that's the reality, and we have nobody to blame except for Activision. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this video here today. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts and feedback on Battlefield 6 and Call of Duty down there in the comments. Be sure to sub if you're new around here. Thank you all so much for listening and for your support of the channel, and until next time, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.